This is a CBS News special report. I'm Katie Couric at CBS News headquarters here in New York, and we want to alert our viewers that former President Bill Clinton has been admitted to a New York hospital. He was in his office in Harlem, apparently, when he experienced chest pains. He was admitted after feeling discomfort in his chest, and it's what some of his aides are calling a precautionary measure. There's been a statement released by Douglas Band, who's counselor to President Bill Clinton. We're going to read that statement for you now. It reads, today President Bill Clinton was admitted to the Columbia campus of New York Presbyterian Hospital after feeling discomfort in his chest following a visit to his cardiologist. He underwent a procedure to place 2 stents in one of his coronary arteries. President Clinton is in good spirits and will continue to focus on the work of his foundation and Haiti's relief and long-term recovery efforts. In 2004, President Clinton underwent a successful quadruple bypass operation to free 4 blocked arteries. We're told that his wife, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, has left Washington, D.C. so she can be with her husband again. President Clinton has been admitted to New York Presbyterian Hospital here in New York City and has gotten 2 stents after 5.5 years after his open heart surgery, his quadruple bypass. Our medical correspondent, John LaPook, is here. And John, can you explain to people why President Clinton might need a stent? Does that mean some of the blockage could have returned?
Right. Well, he had this big bypass operation 6 years ago, and that's to keep the arteries open. Now, over time, that can start to close up again. The very good news here is that he was only a couple of miles from Columbia. I'm on staff up there. So I'm sure he was able to get up there very quickly. And the big key here is to open up those arteries before they close off so much that you don't have enough blood flow to that part of the heart and the muscle actually dies. So if you do it soon enough, which it sounds like it was, then the blood is restored and you don't have a heart attack. You actually prevent a heart attack.
And what exactly is a stent? It's something that's physically placed in the artery to open it up?
Right. It's a tube. Simplistically, it's a tube that they put a wire through first into that blocked area, and they gradually open up. They dilate that artery. And then in order to stop it from that's an angioplasty. And then in order to stop it from closing back down again, they put a stent, a tube in there that keeps it open.
Now, can you get a second bypass operation if in fact one of the arteries closes up or starts to close up, or is usually a stent the procedure that doctors rely on?
Well, these days, there are technical problems with going back in. You can have some scarring that makes it hard to open up the chest again. And one of the nice things for him is that Columbia, I have to say I'm on staff there, but it is a world-class place in terms of treatment of heart attacks and stent placement and bypass. So if he goes in there quickly enough and they're able to just wind a little tube up and put it in that part of the artery that's closed, and that's so much better than doing a big operation and opening up the chest again.
And the chest pains that he experienced indicate that there was a lack of blood flow going to the heart, possibly?
Well, yeah, we're sort of going by the seat of our pants here, right? There are lots of things that can give you chest pain. But assuming that the chest pain was because there was too little blood flow to that part of the heart, then yes, you have too little. It's the way that your heart says, hey, I'm in trouble here. That's a symptom. And thank goodness you're able to have that symptom and that time to get the right procedure done to open up that artery to restore blood flow. And it really is remarkable. Even when I was in medical school 20, 30 years ago, people who had this kind of situation came back in and they had their other heart attack. Now we go in, we do the procedure, we see what's going on, and the fact that you can even do the angiography and know exactly at that moment where the blockages are. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people have chest pain. You go in, you do the angiography, and it's perfectly fine. And the chest pain was from something they ate. So these days you can go in, find the blockage, and open it up again. So in terms of statistics here, I'm optimistic.
All right, Dr. John LaPook, thank you. And as we said, a statement by Douglas Band, the counselor to President Clinton, said, in fact, he was in good spirits after undergoing a procedure to place 2 stents in one of his coronary arteries. Again, the president had open heart surgery, a quadruple bypass operation to free 4 blocked arteries about 5.5 years ago. There will be much more about President Clinton's condition on your local news and, of course, on tonight's CBS Evening News. Until then, I'm Katie Couric, CBS News, New York.